Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming at such notice. We had promised that we will hold regular Congress updates, and we felt that it was important that we do so at this particular juncture. We are holding our Congress as scheduled in Gweru at the appointed dates and appointed time. The Congress preparations are on course. It's all systems go. We are happy with the provincial reports. As you know, we've been going around the country holding provincial caucuses. The essence of the provincial caucuses has been to allow candidates to present themselves before the electorate. It has been to allow candidates to present themselves at the same time, at the same place, to avoid issues of backbiting, to avoid issues of others going at night, to avoid issues of others saying the field was unfair. All of them that are contesting have been allowed to say their manifestos, say what it is that they are going to do for the party, how they are going to handle themselves, and the promises. We have recorded everything on video, some of it, the Bulawayo. For the first time in Zimbabwe, we held a debate on candidates for a political party. This is the first time in Zimbabwe and probably the first time in Africa where we allowed candidates to present themselves live on television, live on Facebook, live on Twitter, and they were able to say it. Everybody without question, no one was barred from the venue, no one was prevented from saying what they said, everybody listened, no one was booed, clapping was there for those things that needed to be applauded. And so we are going to improve with time and with the assistance of the media. And you must know that this is the first Congress we are holding after the demise of our icon, Morgan Richard Changirai. We are the only party, the civilian party in Zimbabwe, that has been able to hold a transition which has not been assisted by the military. Ours is not a military-assisted transition. It is a peaceful and democratic transition where we are holding a Congress in the absence of the founder of the party. The venue is still Gweru. We are going to descend in our thousands in Gweru. It is going to be historic. We are united. All the rumors, everybody without question has presented themselves at the Congress, at the provincial congresses, and they have said their manifesto without hindrance. We are going to do a breakdown of the delegates province by province, and that breakdown is going to be done by the organizer who is in charge of the numbers. It will give you the magnitude of the people that are going to be there. This is a people's party. It is about the people themselves selecting their leaders. So I'll hand over to the organizer here to do the breakdown of the numbers and the expected delegates to the Congress.
Thank you very much, our spokesperson, Comrade Jacob Mafume. I'm going to give you the breakdown of our delegates, province by province, starting with the Harare. Harare province, these are Congress delegates. Harare province, 564. Bulawayo, 312. Mashuani Central, 587. Mash East, 644. Mash West, 632. Then Manicaland, 715. Then Mashingo, 713. Midlands, 770. Matbelen South, 462. Mat North, 462. National executive members, 84. Our MPs, 210. Senators, 24. PR, 24. Mayors and chairpersons, 29. Then we've got a Guardian Council, 24. Student Council, 30. All in all, that is the total for all the delegates for our 5th Congress, 6,285.
Thank you, organizer. These are the delegates. Yes, the numbers will be more. We have invited guests from key stakeholders. We have invited guests from other political parties. we have observers from civic society, and we have other people who, when our president is present, want to come and see. We will accommodate those, but these are the delegates, these are that form the decision making of the Congress and that form part of the voters hall of the Congress. These are the ones that make the decision. But we'll expect numbers of up to 10,000 will descend on Gweru, which is also important for local tourism, which is also important for devolution and also the rotation principle of our party. We together, we have now come to the thinking part of the Congress. When I say the thinking part of the Congress, we've got thematic committees that we have set up. Now these thematic committees are going to come up with the agenda for the Congress. It's not all about voting. It's not all about contestation. It is also about proposition. It is a festival of ideas. As you know, the MDC is a thinking party. The economic breakdown that you see is the absence of thought leadership in government. And we are the thought leaders in this country. So we've got thematic committees that are 7, that are as follows: organizational and structural reforms, international relations and diplomacy, strategies and tactics, leadership, culture and ethics, ideology and policy, administration and fundraising, constitutional review. As you know, a Congress looks at the internal mechanism of the machinery of the Congress. We come up with resolutions that will guide us as a party. We do have a policy conference in our constitution. That was the one that will deal with other broader policy issues. But this one deals with the internal policy. But we've got an added bonus for our Congress because we are going to be launching a policy document called the Reload. And that policy document is going to be the answer to the economic problems and to be the answer to the social and political problems that we are facing as a country. We have put this on social media, on Facebook, for people to contribute, for those that might not be able to come to the Congress. Those that can put in things and contribute in terms of the thematic committees. You'll find them on our website. All the contributions that you put in on our Facebook, on our main leaders' Twitter handles, the president, and so forth. Once you input into that, they will be collected by our teams and we'll be able to input them into the variety of programs and resolutions that will come out of the Congress. Our Congress is going to go ahead as per our constitutions. Elections will be conducted by any independent electoral commission. So our constitution requires that we hold a Congress every 5 years. If we fail to do that, we no longer have an organization, and we can no longer operate any day after that. So it will happen. Every 5 years, we are the only party that has been able to hold a Congress every 5 years. And this year will not be an exception. So it will be held. Our elections will be held by an independent commission. They will prepare the ballots, they will conduct the elections, and they will announce the results. Candidates will be availed with the voters' roll. They will know the voters. They will be able to verify. In other words, it will be an auditable process. One is able to understand the delegates going in and will understand the voters going out. There won't be 12,000 voters on a 6,000 delegate mission. I'll leave the organizer to talk about the weekend programs that we have and the program that we have today going forward.
Okay, thank you again, our spokesperson. This coming weekend, we are going to have our thank you rally in Masvingo province, Chirezi district, that is Tsovani Stadium. And then on Monday, that is on Sunday 19, we are going to have our rally, our thank you rally in Masvingo, Chirezi district, Tsovani Stadium. Then on Monday, we are going to have our national executive meeting, and we will receive a report from the independent commission. I also want to say that on the day of the official opening, we are inviting every member of the party, just for the official opening only. Then after the official opening, we'll then remain with the Congress delegates. Thank you.